So, Josh, I don't want to dwell on the Game Awards. I mean, listen, number one, we had a great stream.
We did have a great stream. It was a lot of fun. Thanks to
Oh,
everybody that watched it. And if you didn't watch it, check it out.
that's right. Yeah, it was phenomenal. And while the Game Awards were maybe subpar to some people, I had a lot of fun, specifically because a lot of our predictions were correct, and that made me feel good.
Dude, I think, and we haven't, I haven't done an official audit. I know you haven't, but according to my calculations, roughly, I think we really only got 2 or 3 predictions wrong. And if you didn't watch our Game Awards special for Hapticast or any of the supplemental videos, feel free to check them out. I know they're a little outdated at this point, but you can at least see kind of how we went through things. And we were very clear from the beginning that like we have our preferences for who the winners are going to be or who we want to win. And then we talk through, but here's the actual voting body. Here's why this game has a lot of merit. Because obviously they all did if they're nominated, and here's who is likely going to win. And that oftentimes didn't match up with who we necessarily wanted to win for a lot of categories. But we talked through it, and clearly our thought process and our considerations were pretty much spot on. Because I mean, I'm gonna say it, Brett. I think we have the best track record in all of gaming media about getting predictions correct for the Game Awards. I'm calling it right now.
That's fair. I think it's the way, like you said, it's the way we went about it, because a lot of people will just go, I played The Last of Us 2. I fucking hated that game. I like Hades a lot more. That game's so much better. That game's going to win Game of the Year. It should win Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Whereas we, like you said, we looked at it, we said, we know what this game means to the industry. Okay. Right. And not only that, but we were able to read the descriptions of each category and say, I don't think that game really specifically falls under that category, right?
Right.
For example, I think one of the ones that we lost or we didn't get correct were action adventure game.
Yes, which is honestly the only award that I felt the entire night. I was like, this is not correct.
Yes, so I think it was Last of Us 2, right?
Yes, for action adventure game,
and we said it should have been Jedi Fallen Order.
Correct, because the description was traversal, exploration, puzzle solving.
Exactly. Which we didn't really think we did mention, like, Last of Us 2 is a great action adventure game, but we don't think it nails all of these things.
Right.
So, I mean, when you're looking at it like that, I mean, it's kind of hard to get it wrong. We got almost all of them right.
Yeah. So that's the only award that night I was like, this doesn't actually match what you said the category was.
I agree with you there.
But besides that, I mean, obviously we got mostly everything else correct. I forget the other ones that we got wrong, but it was only like another 1 or 2. And overall, I think the show was great. And I think looking like maybe in the moment, I wasn't super hyped for a lot of the stuff that they were showing. There's definitely a couple things I was like, damn, that's fucking slick. Especially, I think even though I'm not a huge fan, I think the Perfect Dark Zero thing was huge. Mm-hmm. I think the Left 4 Dead clone, Back 4 Blood is huge that we're going to suck off. And even though it wasn't big for us, Mass Effect is like, I went on Twitter afterwards and people were like fucking like losing their minds. And I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah, it was big, but I think it was almost like a cop out because they didn't actually announce a game. They basically just said, we're going to make more games.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, you never really stopped. You made Andromeda and it sucked, but you never said you were done. I don't understand why you need to like announce you're still doing it.
I don't know. Maybe people just really thought it was done, or I don't know. I'm not a Mass Effect. I'm not like into Mass Effect. I do want to play Mass Effect if they come out with the remastered stuff. I've only played a little bit in my days on this planet, and I didn't particularly enjoy what I did play.
Hey, they also showed Callisto, which is the Dead Space game.
That did look good. That did look very good, and it's directed by somebody that knows what the fuck they're doing. Yeah. And he said like, yeah, we want to basically just make like the scariest game of all time. And I'm like, all right,
well, I'm in.
All right, cool.
Speaking of Evil Dead, the game, that was a cool announcement.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Damn. Okay, yeah.
So I actually watched the playback again.
Yeah.
And it's really funny. So Jeff is like, supernatural horror, let's check out this new game, whatever. And you're like, supernatural horror. And I was like, that's a weird way to announce Silent Hill or something like that, because it was kind of just like real quick. And I was like, it's not going to be anything big, but it might be like, it could be big. And as they're like showing certain elements in the beginning of the trailer, I was like, what is this? And you start going like, what? Like, we start looking like we're trying to figure out what it is. You see the car, and I think I mentioned, and I'm like, is that Evil Dead? And then you look away, you look at something off camera, and they literally show the Necronomicon on the screen, and you miss it. And it's not until they show the the deer on the
yeah.
wall, and you're like, oh shit! It was so funny because like they literally showed the book, and you
I
were
missed it. I missed
yeah.
that because I was, doing other stuff with like OBS too.
No, I know you were like
Yeah.
busy doing stuff, but I watch you. You like look over, and then you're like, oh shit! It's the fucking deer, the crazy faced deer that got you.
Nice.
I just
like
thought that was funny. Also, Returnal was shown.
Yeah.
Housemarque's game.
Yeah.
And if you watch that back, that's a funny meme because it starts off, it almost looks like Silent Hills or PT, the door.
Mhm.
And I was like, yo, is this Silent Hills? And you were like, yo, it's Silent Hills. And then she opens the door and it's like not anything like Silent Hill at all.
Yeah.
And we were like, cool.
Yeah. Thanks for cock teasing us.
We weren't alone. I did look on the Silent Hill subreddit and there's like memes about it and stuff. So
yeah. But I know we will do a highlights reel at some point, probably this week, either with the main pod or at some point. I don't know. We'll talk about it and figure it out. But we'll do a highlight reel because we typically do that stuff anyway for our live shows. So yeah,
absolutely. Good time. Very good time.
Thanks for checking out this video. Did you know it's actually part of a larger podcast called Hapticast? Check out our latest episode by clicking somewhere around my head, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.